Hello, monsters abound here, and welcome back to Stellaris, where last time we secured some more planets. We had to fight off some goddamn snakes on a goddamn spaceship, but we blew it up, so that's fine, I guess. I don't know what happens if you let them get away. It's concerning, isn't it? And hopefully we've put a stop to any rodents poking their noses out. If they do, obviously we'll deal with them then and there. Grinding lattice, more minerals, that's fine. Good. What do I want you to do? Now, did I want the beans down here? I do kind of want the beans. Well, do I want the beans? Yeah, get the beans. Get the beans. I'm thinking I might make like an economic enclave down here. Vassal. What's this? Subjugate, 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 blah, blah, blah. That's fine. I'm not super worried about that. We've got bickering archaeologists. -3 Oh, don't bicker. Stop pulling each other's beards. Assuming you have beards. Do you have beards? Genuinely don't know. Bit concerned to ask, to be honest. So this is fine. We do have a little bit of crime here, though, which is...
Anomaly found.
Slight issue, I guess. I guess that will disappear once we upgrade. Because we've got no crime here. And no crime here. And no crime here. So there's some crime. So I think that's the only one. Stability here is not great. But we can... I mean, that's probably because of the stellar culture shock. Yeah. So it's not great. Would expire in 17,000 or 1,772 days. That seems like a lot. Seems like a lot. Never mind. I mean, to be honest, I'm more than happy to put a stop to them. What's this? We have discovered the fossilized remains of a gargantuan gastropod. Actually, no previously encountered life form trapped within a huge block. Clone it. Belongs in a museum. I mean, we do enjoy cloning, so fuck it. When in doubt, clone it. Sure. Let's just fucking clone that bastard. Sure, let's research all of this stuff, because otherwise I will forget. We've got 5 of 6 precursor doobie wotsits, so that's good times. I need to keep checking when we can do this. More research speed. Excellent. Research speed is good.
Completed.
Like that. Our transport fleet, you're fine for the moment. I feel like we've got... What's this? Cool thoughts. We didn't take life frames below the surface, we detect them in the entire world. The frozen planet is interspersed with micro-thin tubes linked like a rudimentary computer. While the structure is primitive, its gigantic scale means it can probably rival some of the Brie Laura supercomputers and outputs. Even now, the computer seems to be active. Our scientists interface with it, but since it's slow, would be able to... can it solve these calculations? Who made you? Who came before us? Ooh. Best to observe from far. What are we? You know what? Getting that. Let's do that. We found the yurts. Homeworlds. Contact the nearest science ship. Conglomerate. Who? Who the fuck are you? Stand ready to repair, build. Okay. Okay. You look weird. What reclaimed vessels do you have? A reclaimed destroyer. We could spend that. We don't have any destroyer. Reclaimed corvette squadron. Pickling corporate holdings. I'm okay for the moment, but that's a mood, isn't it? Eh? So you're talking to them. You're busy harming relations. I'd forgotten you were doing that. Just outside egging their house. I could declare a rivalry, and you... Yeah, you're right. So if we declare a rivalry with you, and then I don't have to harm my relations anymore because, you know, you suck. So I can... I need to send someone to go and look at these lads, don't I? So I'm going to send you. So let's send you. I'm hoping we can be friends with these guys. These guys seem fine. They're authoritarian. They like their robots. That's, you know, we like our robots too. So that's good. They are rocks. We've got, you know, and they're sending some rocks to live on our planets, which is good because we need someone to do all the work that our boys are too important to do because, you know, they're big burly soldier boys.
Special project complete.
Azizians. We've set a healthy population of gargantuan slugs. They belong in a zoo. We could use them in the army. Interesting. They're horrendous. Dispose of them now. We do need labourers, don't we? Let's get these lads. Who the fuck are they?
Recon pass completed.
Briolora, but species Azizians. There they are. What are they? More minerals, more food. They don't do research, but they do. Okay, good. They've got some slug boys. Got some slug boys to help in the mines. Traffic. Hello. Great Estuani. Who? Oh, these guys over here. Yeah, I can get down with that. Wait, do you not like those guys? Oh, they do not likely. What? The Xenon have developed full sapience. These creatures once behaved to be in fact, still spawn are now in there. Oh, wish to remain. Oh, we underestimated them. Okay. What does that mean? Where the fuck are they? Oh, there they are. They're very strong. So that's not as good as that. I would have preferred them to remain proles, but seeing as apparently they've become intelligent, that's fine. They are very strong. Aren't we very strong as well? Hang on, where are we? No, we're just strong. They're very strong. So they do get extra army output, but our army damage is 75%. On the other hand, due to the population, we can only have so many of our armies, although I think there's probably more than enough to actually be fine. Signs of barbarism. Well, they're dwelling on habitats of advanced society. Disturbing. Yeah, I mean, I know who they are. They're Marauder Enclave. Marauder little empire thingy-majig, which we probably want to try and sort of, just in case they go mad. I mean, they probably won't.
Special project complete.
So what's this? Gain access to Master Teaching's Warring States Empire Edict. Oh, exciting. They will not stand in our way. Humbling. Yeah, I'll go humbling. So, what's this edict? Naval capacity, army upkeep, lasts until cancelled. That is quite good. It's got 60. We're using 96 because, of course, it's increasing unity. We get 155 though, so we could do this as well. Not that we really need it at the moment. Like, we're not at naval cap anyway. So, but it's nice to know that we have that option. 10% naval cap would be quite useful. So, well worth keeping that in mind, I think. We've got. I mean, I could increase number of jobs here. Do I actually need more jewelers? I'm feeling like maybe no. Maybe we could knock that down. Maybe I could upgrade that. And then knock that down. Because we will have some exotic gas coming in once someone starts working.
Anomaly found.
Oh, we do, but it's only 0.3. Oh, because everyone's so sad being. I'll tell you what, it's so hard to find good help these days. Tell you what, don't upgrade that. I've changed my mind. Let's go with what's going to be useful. We do need more of this, but I could probably do this here instead. So this is Industrial Worlds. That gives us a little bit of upkeep reduction, which is fine. I could make it Forge World, which isn't really that useful. Output's good. I think I'm just going to build another one of those. I mean, are we actually... We don't actually have any, like, people working all of those jobs. I would much prefer... Is there anyone who's working these jobs? That's actually fine. I don't know if this actually... Does this count as a... Is that a worker job, not a specialist job, which seems weird? I guess it's fine. I mean, eventually we'll have people to sort of, you know, to work these jobs. Hello. That's fine. What do we got over here? I could go with Gene Library. Not Gene Library, Gene Clinic. That's the one. Robot assembly. Do we need more robots? I think we're pretty good at the moment, actually. I think we're alright. So we could maybe go with the Hollow Theatre. That would get some stuff going. You're a Forge World. You're a Rural World. I don't really know what to do with you. You're a bit sad at the moment. Because... reasons? Why are you sad? How can I see... You've got plenty of space. There's plenty of jobs. I don't know why you're grumpy. Have a Hollow Theatre. Chill the fuck out.
Construction complete.
I don't know. You know, you try, you slave, you work your fingers to the bone. Sapient species, industrial age, blah, blah, blah. Okay. What was it? There was no signs of any protective measures taken to fix... It was not violent destruction. Everything just seemed to stop. Totally extinguished. Well. There we go. So what do I want this to be? So size 21. It's not really going to... I mean,
Special
resources from jobs is 10%. That's useful because I do want more... where are we? Construction. Okay, you're just doing stuff at the moment. You're fine. You have nowhere else to go. Oh, I could send you over here because I do need to survey that system and research that project before anyone else turns up. There is actually a science ship down here.
System reconnaissance completed.
Probably fine. Right, what's going on here? What resolution? Oh, Senate floor. Senate floor is the Galactic Market. Yes, we want that. What else do we have? Regulatory worker pop resource output. Yes, I support that. The Ready Shield. Yes, I support that. Buzzword standardization. Sure. Charter workers' rights. Nah. Down with that. Regulated growth. Oh, you know what? I kind of am. And pest control. I don't really care about that. I don't really care. I'll level with you. I'm not that bothered. We could colonize a bunch of planets. I just don't think that's probably worth it right now.
New sitrep.
Okay, I don't know.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
I don't know if it's worth... So we could do this. It's 150, which we have. Number of pops greater than 20. It is. Can we not increase that? Provoke. Boost. We lack 34. So we could do that up to 2 times. It might be worth it. Could be. Okay, reform government. So. What's do we like here? We don't really have slaves because I can't be asked with it. Shadow Council, maybe. Memorialists? Okay, well this could be interesting. Masterful Crafters. Oh, I'm not super into Diplomatic Corps. Can we not have... Why can't we have this? As oh, we need to be Imperial. So if we did that, we could then have... I do kind of want that. I just like the noble shit. Is that going to cost us much? What does this do? Empire size effect -10. Max influence and power projection +1. Ooh, what do I want? War exhaustion gain. That might actually be... If we're going to be quite aggressive, that could actually be a good shout. Claim influence cost -15%. The war exhaustion gain, though, would be... I think we're going to do that. Because war exhaustion is one of those things which always pisses me off. So making it a non-thing... Floral fascination. Several plants native to Pathophon secundus, recently established colony, exude monious amounts of pollen with this storm. Okay, good.
New sitrep.
Yeah, we should get on that ASAP. What do we need? We need science ship. Open borders. Okay, good. Good. Leader level cap. I like the idea of increasing my leader level cap. Now, where's the nearest fucking science ship? You're heading for that. You... Would it be easy to build one? Because the science ships are all in this direction, not here. Might be easy to just fucking build one. Unless we can get you down there quickly. It's a little bit dicey. It might make it. Maybe. I mean, absolute worst case, everyone dies. That's the worst case situation. I wanted the beans, didn't I? Come here. Oh, you're building beans. All right, don't worry about beans. Sorry, I already had it handled. I had my hands all over the beans. My bad. It's a deal. And we'll upgrade that. Attempt to contact them.
Have been established with an alien empire.
Screechy birds. Hello, screechy birds. What's this one? Ruined world. Want to enter the data center and force passage through the wreckage. Surprisingly easy task to reactivate an interface with computer systems, self-repairing circuits, and learning blah blah blah. Launched the capital of a machine empire known as the Omni Codex, named after their driving purpose. The Omni were a hybrid of robots and cyborgs who attempted to assimilate samples of all biological life in the galaxy in order to prevent their extinction in the face of an unknown galactic calamity. From the records which survive, we gathered that the course of action was not popular amongst the other galactic powers in the era. The Omni were eventually defeated in a joint campaign conducted by several of these empires. Before the downfall, the Omni managed to sample a great deal of races, and much of the work was put in developing a device capable of recreating them if the need should arise. This device, the Omni Codex proper, is apparently stored somewhere nearby. Well.
Science Division report success.
Wellity well. Ah, nice habitats. Corvette hull points. I mean, corvettes tend to explode later on when you just touch them with anything, but they do have a lot of evasion. But having more hit points means they maybe might survive one hit. Do I spend the resources to do this? I think it's worth a punt. Is it based on, like, how good your economy is? So maybe if I build, like, a commercial zone. More clerks. Yeah?
Construction
maybe? Complete. It's not worth... It's not... No harm in trying it. They're going to grab the Zero, which is kind of annoying.
Recon pass completed.
But not the end of the world. What do I want this place to be? Industrial. More alloys means more ships. Seems like a sensible option. The Endless Expanse. At first sight, there is only snow and ice on Beta Stephani 4. Vast expanses of impenetrable white glass lakes and jagged turquoise glaciers against fiery orange skies, torn open like a wound pouring red into a sea. As Beta Stephani's stars set. If the world had an end, this would be it. Here the seas lie still and the snows untouched. The only sounds are the thunder of the ice calving and the wind howling across the plains. Yet Beta Stephani 4 is once someone's home. In the midst of a wide barren field, the black metalwork of a steeple protrudes from the white masses. What forgotten secrets could be buried beneath the snow? Well, what indeed? Where's that? Over there. May reach that. Maybe. You never know. I could really use more energy. Mind you, my energy's not actually the worst. Could be worse.
Construction
could
complete.
Be worse. We do have an exotic gas, so I could maybe upgrade this. Do we need more? I mean, it's pretty fucking stable. So, I think I'm okay with that. You're pretty chill. Everyone here is happy. I'm thinking maybe go for... What do we have here? Petrol Mountain Dense Jungle, which we could clear eventually. But for the moment, let us... I mean, we've got plenty of space here. Loads of space. So I'm not too worried. So we'll just do something like that. Just build some more industrial districts, turn that into a proper sort of forge world to provide the Empire with all the alloys and microwaves that we need. Long-term exposure to pollen naturally occurring in pathogens, remarkable, increased happiness, or we will, as far as I remember, this is a bad thing. So we're going to pay the money to put a stop to that. It's like, nope. I mean, I get hay fever, and hay fever does not make me happy. So no one should be happy from getting high off fucking pollen. That's bullshit. Labyrinth of Death! Beneath the ruins of the largest Jesus city, an amazing discovery was made. An artificial underground complex with immense proportions was detected by surface penetrating sensors. The entrance, highly elaborate in design and possible ceremonial in nature, was easily located, but further exploration was quickly halted. The two large moons of Sismac 1c exert exceptionally powerful tidal forces, so strong in fact that they affect the motion of the magma currents in the planet's core. The underground complex seems to be built with this in mind, with the corridors and chambers periodically flooded with running lava. Luckily enough, the ebb and flow can be predicted, but is it yet a mystery why a relatively advanced civilization would construct a subterranean death trap like this? Because they're hiding something in it. Hey, they're hiding something. They're up to something. Right, we've got a starbase down there, which we want to... Yep, gun batteries. And one over here, which, yeah, as you expected, gun batteries. So, just in case. I mean, we should be fine, but just in case. Just on the off chance. Just on the off chance we can't trust the bastards.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Hey, just in case. Oh, hyper relay. What does this do? Outside the gravity well of the system, though used on its own, a chain of hyperreads allows fast travel between... Ooh, that sounds nice. Let's grab one of them. That sounds... I guess it means you can jump from system to system without having to travel across the system, which obviously makes it a lot faster. Ironically, the Stellaris started off being like that, where you would jump into a system and then immediately jump out again rather than have to travel across it. The Omni Codex has been unearthed. The unique device contains the genetic sequence of every race the Omni were ever able to sample and can recreate them using basic elements as raw materials. Unfortunately, it seems the Omni don't have the time to perfect it before meeting their annihilation, so there is no means of selecting which of the many sampled races will be created any given... Oh, okay, so... What the fuck does that do?
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Spawns pop from an extinct species on one of your planets. Dargan Prime? Dargan Prime does need more workers, so sure. So what did it create? Ketling Cybon, who are adaptive. An avian species of adaptive. Oh, there we go. So they're living there now, but they can do work, right? I'm not enslaving them, am I? Residents. No, that's fine. You can live in my worlds. I don't care. As long as you do some fucking work. As long as you do some fucking work. I don't give a shit. At this rate, we're not going to need bloody robots. Who needs robots? Not me. Jesus, no. Civilian... I do need fabricators. We don't... Oh, we do have crystals. Yeah, let's do that. Because, like, Dargan Prime could definitely do with that. Get that industrial district up. I mean, our boys are good. They do pump out a lot of stuff. Senate is now in session. Cooperative research channels. I'm like, yes, this is fine. It will increase starbase upkeep a little bit, but I'm okay with that. I can live with that. Encountering Perseus. I don't even know where that is. It's over there. Who the fuck? Who the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Also, where are these guys? Okay, I could hire a good raiding target. Yeah, fuck those guys. What's it cost? 3,000? Hang on, I'll sell some shit. What can I sell? I could sell some of these. Just to be like, yep, we'll pay, teach them a lesson, off you go. Like, I don't even really care all that much about them, but as long as I get beaten up a little bit, who cares? I'm usually the one being raided, and that sucks. In fact, I forgot you could raid, to be brutally honest, so it's just as well that someone I reminded myself that you could be, which means I probably need to get more of ships. An expedition was sent down to the volcanic tunnel network. Navigating the magma-scoured basalt maze will be a delicate business, as the frequent ebb and flow of lava periodically maroons the expedition deep within. When, or if, the end of the labyrinth is reached, there will be a long road back that needs to be traversed. Once inside, there is no way of communicating with the expedition. We may only wait. Okay, well. Good fucking luck. Okay, so we can... Ooh,
System reconnaissance completed.
Ruined hyper relay. Look at that. Look at that. We've got a ruined hyper relay. Is that going to be any use whatsoever? Maybe.
System reconnaissance completed.
How much does it cost to build one of those things? That's the question. Shall we go and do this? I'm going to do that. Fuck it. I want a starbase.
Special project complete.
Here. The homeworld. We have confirmed that Yurtana Majaris was the original. I mean, considering the name, you'd expect. Homeworld of the Yurt. The planet suffered extensive orbital bombardment roughly 4 million years ago. Twisted metal skeletons are all that remains of massive archaeologies that once covered the surface. From what we can piece together, it seems the Yurts spent the better part of a million years searching local space in a vain sign for intelligent alien life. When they finally encountered the Jabardini, a young race that had recently achieved interstellar travel, their alien psychology was a tremendous shock. The Yurt leadership reached a consensus. The Jabardini had to be eradicated before they grew too powerful. A massive surprise attack was launched, which was beaten back at great cost for both sides. Despite their young age, Jabardini were already experimenting with technologies the Yurt had never considered, and eventually they gained the upper hand. After less than a decade of warfare, the 2 million year old Yurt Empire was utterly destroyed. Sucks to be them. Starbase upkeep reduction. Let's grab that one. Something like that. What else we got? So we've got the Yurt Cryo Core, which new colonies start with 1 additional pot. Terrible passive effect, but the minus 20% ship upkeep is currently not that useful. Later on, it's going to be fucking massive. So that's actually really, really useful. Let's discover the secrets of the Yurts. Probably, and reverse engineer some technology. What we get? More research. Okay, fine. Let's... I think it's a... There we go. Delve into the secrets of the Yurt. 13 months. Sure. Floral study. Where's this? Oh, over there. There's no timer on it, so is there? Oh, shit. No, wait. Wait, wrong way. I forgot. Fuck. I'm fairly sure nothing terrible will happen if the time runs out before a science ship gets down. Oh, it's almost there, actually. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Fucking hurry up. I think once you start researching it, it pauses.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
We did it. Unknown vessels. Well, I knew they were unknown vessels, you fucking moron. What are these things? Oh, I don't know. They're a bit weird, aren't they? Yes. And? Jesus Christ, some people. I swear to God. Ion thrusters, because that'll help us move faster. Seems like a good shout. Right, we need to grab that system. On closer to the plants, they are turn rather dull. Some extreme pollen have a mild stimulating effect and likely to promise to rapidly blah 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 blah. Okay. Is that it? Is that all
Construction complete.
Okay. I'm fairly sure one of the events that comes out of that is the entire planet explodes. So that obviously would have been not great on a rating of 1 to 10. Not ideal, I would go with. Not ideal. Okay, I'm sending you to go and do that. I could send you... Oh, no, we can't go... Oh, wait, can we? No, we can't go over there. You can research that one, I guess. And we can build all the mining stations and shit there. Good. How's our research looking? What we got? 134, 94, 125. Okay, that's fine. I'm not as interested in the society research anyway. I mean, do I need to get... You withdraw. A job well done. You really fucked them up. We could always go on the attack. Mind you, getting to them is going to be the real problem, because we can't go through Marauder territory. They would They would ruddy murder us. But it says their fleet power is superior, which I'm not surprised by, because we haven't really been concentrating on building a fleet.
Construction complete.
So that's not a great surprise. I just need more influence. We do have... I mean, we're consuming 1 with all of our packs, but I do need... On the other hand, we've kind of got... I could break the migration treaty. That's going to upset them a little bit, but that will also free up some
Inbound
extra... There we go. So now we're getting 3.65, which is better. I don't want it. I've already got some of your rock people, and you can't get any of my people, so I don't see the need, and I need the influence. So maybe later. I'll think about it maybe later. The Caravanneers! Hello. Greetings, Caravanneer. You look like Kettlings. Do you know that? What can you offer us? Orbital Trash Dispenser. We can show very, very advanced, very technical improved bombardment. Okay, so...
Science Division reports success.
Sure. We'll grab that. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so increases orb... I mean, that's going to be useful if we're going on the attack, so I will take that. So we just rain trash on people. So we've got the Secrets of the Yurt. So he gets XP's New World trait. Get the Initiate Yurt Cleansing Process. And Atmospheric Filtering. Okay.
Science Division reports success.
What the fuck does that do then? It increases habitability but increases devastation. Right. Okay. I mean, like, we could do it here, but that's really going to piss these guys off. Not that they're really doing anything. They're under martial law anyway, so who cares? They're fine. They're fine. Just blew them up a little bit. I mean, everyone else is pretty happy, so I guess that's fine. We don't really need it, but it's nice to have. We can use it on all of the tomb worlds to give ourselves slightly higher. I mean, they've now got 95% habitability there, so they're pretty happy. Stability is actually pretty good, despite the total devastation that I've just wrought across the planet. I guess that's because they've actually stopped being sad about the whole stellar shock thing. Look, it's not so bad being in my empire, I mean, yeah, occasionally we do burn the entire planet to make it slightly more habitable, but comparatively, it could have been a lot worse if you think about it. Deep cross engineering. Yeah. Oh, it's because we just researched that. What? No, did we get that technology? Yeah? No? What? Is that the... Oh, atmospheric filtering was the tech we got. That was the tech we got from the thingy. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, I'm with you. Nope, that makes sense. I'm with you. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I know what you're talking about now. It's all good. It's all good. Do we want to grab some of this space? Maybe. Grabbing this. They will sell us stuff, and we can build a space station which will give us certain bonuses. Tell us about travel via the Shroud. The galaxy is dark and full of dangers. To illuminate the path waywards, what does this do? Oh, okay. A Shroud beacon. So it lets you travel between this system and wherever you build it. Now, is there another one up here? Yes. I wonder if it's better to build one, go and talk with these guys and do it from there. There's 5's Row there, which we definitely do want. We're definitely going to... We've got 2 of these guys in our space, which means we're definitely going the psionic route. Plus, I think it also stacks with our bonuses from being a clone soldier ascendant. And I think does that give fire rate as well? Does psionic give, for fleet admirals, does it give fire rate, which we've already got in spades? So basically, I'm not sure how fast our guns will fire, but I'm assuming it's somewhere between very fast and incredibly fast, which is a good range to be within. So that's pretty good. So that's definitely where we're going. We also need to grab the Yurt's homeworld, don't we? So where is our construction ship? You're down there. So definitely come up here and build one there, because look at all those delicious resources that we can just hoover up, which will be nice. And that we can also burn our planets to make them slightly more habitable, which is good. That's nice. But I'll have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.